I think we're at the end of this little section here. So he says, we're on page Tzadi Zion, at the top of the page, and it says, Kavanas birchos hamavir sheina me'enai. So he said, Bebirchos hamavir sheina, so in that bracha, the kavan hefach mamashu yisbar bekavanas birchos hamapil. So apparently in another place he had a drush on birchos hamapil. But he says this is actually the opposite of it. So all the details that we said about over there, now here they're going to be the opposite for Ayin Sham and B'Sham Tavid Khan, and from there you can understand what we're saying here. So he says, coming over here on Kuf Kaf Gimel, he says, so he says that when you get to that bracha, he said, the Adam who dugmas zer anpin kaviyachol, that we are similar, we're a manifestation of zer anpin. So when a person goes to sleep, hareihu kudugmas hazah, similar to zah, the way that it goes by us is the same way it goes by zer anpin. Because at the time that he goes to sleep, he loses his mochin. So therefore, when you come to the bracha of Mapil, as if it's possible to say that what we're doing when we're saying that word, we're actually removing the mochin from Zer Anpen. Because Zah would be then at that point in the secret of sleep, deep sleep. But now we're getting up in the morning. And here we are removing the sleep from our eyes. This is a bracha that we make of the fact that the mochim are coming back into us. So he said, so now we're saying that as the mochim are coming back into Zah, so therefore our bracha here, our kavana, when we're saying this bracha, it's the opposite of what we thought over there, where we're releasing the soul, so to speak, or pushing it off, I'm not sure. So this is to bring out, so we're going to bring them out and to elevate our mochin, so into the world beyond physicality. Excuse me. This is the concept that you're bringing actually the mochin back in, as called osam mochin sheyatze bebirchos mapel that came at that time. So he said, so therefore the kavana should be here bebirchos mavir sheina in this bracha. He said, hefach b'ma shekavanta bebirchos mapel, so malata the less than what we had in mind with the birchos mapel. So b'ofen sheshtei kavanos shel birchos hamapel the birchos hamavir sheina heim shtei kavanos fuchus umazu, their opposite brachos. Is a v'sham b'birchos hamapel over there when we make a birchos hamapel, kasav a Barucha. There he goes into the Rav goes into detail, and he said the vayir is called haseder shal chutzos hamochin. So he wants to explain all of the order of how the mochin leave. V'sham nizbar calls Seder Chamshachas HaMochim v'heich zeh na'aseh, and exactly how it is that the mochim come out, and there's a lot of berichos there. V'chein kashetilmad sham, Talmud sham, tavin kan, that's what you learn over there, you can understand here, shahari shenechem drush echad, because they're really one drush. V'echad talui b'zulaso, and really they depend on each other, they go the different ways. So let's see if we can read just a little bit across the top here and get a start here on the Inyan Brachos. Inyan Kavanas is on page Samachas now. So I say Inyan Kavanas Mea Bracha Shetikun David Hamelech Alav V'Shana Levarach B'Kol Yom. So he says that there's 100 brachos. So he says, so let's have Va'ata Nevayar Inyan Mea Brachos. Now we'll explain this. Shetikun David Hamelech Alav Shalom B'Levarach B'Kol Yom. You're going to make these brachos every day. V'chuli his barach zer anpen min ha-brecha, I'm pronouncing it brecha al yoina, shehi ima ilah, so that is to want to bless Zer Anpin from the upper spring. That's what I'm calling it. Alola Shehi Ima Ilah, which is Ima Ilah. Mea Barakon Bakal Yom. So in other words, to bring brachos out of there from that spring, 100 brachos every day. Of a Darash Shisha B'nei Leah Mihaim. So we go through also, there's a place apparently in regard to the 6 sons of Leah. Who are they? What they do? Bi'arno Inyan Mea Brachos Elu. So over there, these 100 brachos are explained. Ein Sham. Upo Nivara Derechlalo. So here, but we're going to talk about it in general. Ve'inyanim hu. So the idea is like this. I said this previously. Yisod de'ima. How it is that the nai of ima, and we're talking here about, he wants to say ima ilah. He means to say, I think he means Tavuna, but he calls it Ima Ilah. We'll see. The Sag Hanoida. So we understand that she's called a Havaya the Sag. That's a nice thing to know. Since it gets confusing exactly where Sag is and where Ekya is and how they work, I don't really know. But here he says that Ima is called the Havaya the Sag. V'hina Rav Yisod Shalah, her Yisod, Mechasa al chasadim and mispashtim al chasad zag. So inside of her yisod, he says it in this way. He was his word. He covers over the chasadim that are going to go into and extend into the chazah of Zer Anpin. So kenoida ubechinas makom ma'mechus bechus sag, and the place where it's covered up, that place is sag. It needs sarich ion. And then after that place, so this is where it's sag. It goes up misgalech chasadim shebakanoida. Then you see that the chasadim are in gilui; they're out, they're not covered up anymore. V'sham b'malkom gilui. There, when you see it in the place where now the milui havayas sag, then it become the milui of sag, which is the name Lamed Zayin, which is of course the milui is Lamed 37. And so let's take the two of them together. What do you get? Yehu Meah. So this is the basis for the concept of Meah, is that we're recognizing that it seems to be V'heim Misbar Meah Oros of Brachos. So this is the concept of the 100 different lights, the 100 different brachos hanitanim al zer anpin me'ima that ima gives to zer anpin. It is the 63 plus the spread of it, which is the 37, which is 100, and that's the kavanah right there. And so we'll pick that up Metz Hashem tomorrow and look at the tiv and get a maybe a little bit better idea. So let me stop this here and just make